Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. So today's video, I was actually going to do after my house tour, but I realized that it was just entirely too long. So we're gonna just go into it right here. If you guys are here from my house tour, hi, I'm Jill. I already kind of said that, but I do like lifestyle content. I do fashion hauls, mommy stuff. I don't do so much mommy stuff as, you know, really, because my kids are kind of more grown. Well, they're not grown, but they're like 13 and 10. My son actually is going to be 14 next month. Exactly in a month today. Oh my gosh, I'm about to have a 14-year-old. He's going to start high school next year. Actually, this year in August. But anyways, yeah, if you guys are new here, please subscribe. Click that notification bell. Make sure you like this video, share this video. And we're going to get right into it. This is basically the story of me and my journey to my dream home. So let's get to it. Okay, so that house is beautiful, you guys. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's so close, but it still doesn't feel like a reality yet, because I've signed the lease and I've done all that stuff. Like the guy took the property manager took the for sale sign off. And it doesn't seem like a reality yet. And for me to go into that house today was just like standing in that dining room, knowing the vision that I have and how I'm going to decorate it. And just thinking about me being in that home with my kids is just like, I'm speechless right now. Like, I have worked so hard to get to this place. And if you guys know what I've been through and the amount of, oh my gosh, incredibly hard work that I've had to do to get to this place, like, wow, oh my gosh, I don't even know, like, how to express, I just don't even know, like, I'm so incredibly grateful. So I wanted to tell this story because it is just so inspirational. I'm going to go ahead and take off one of these pictures just because I don't want y'all seeing this picture, but I gotta take it off neatly. So hold on. If there is anything that I can tell you guys, is if you have a passion, if you have a dream, if you have something that you want to do, go follow it. I don't care how many people tell you you're crazy, you're never going to make it, what are you doing, you're stupid. Like, you have the vision. No one can tell you that your dreams are too big. No one can tell you that your dreams are too stupid. If you have this fire inside of you to do something, go after it. Just go after it and pursue and pursue and pursue. I'm going to tell you what. There is this quote, and it's something along the lines of, most people are not willing to do what it takes to be an entrepreneur, basically, because you have to sacrifice for years. And then once you make it as an entrepreneur, people want to question, how did you do it? Like, how did you do it? Even though the people who thought you were crazy and questioned, why are you making that move? Why are you doing that? This is so dumb. And that's not the quote. I'll find the direct quote and I will put it up on the screen. But it's so true. Most people are not willing to put in the work, to put in, like, give up the sacrifices. Like, I don't have a social life. I haven't had a social life in over a year. But guess what? In over a year, and even not even a year, in less than 6 months, my channel has grown so much that it's just like, it's my income right now, and it's my only income, and I'm about to move into my dream home. Like, 6 months ago, I didn't even know where my next meal was coming, like where the money for my next meal was coming. Like, oh my gosh, if I can just inspire you guys to just never give up on your dreams. I'm going to show you this. This is my dream board, or this is my vision board that I made 2 years ago. And I'll just read some things off. It says, dreams do come true. If they say it's impossible, remember that it's impossible for them and not you. At first, they will ask you why you're doing it. Later, they'll ask you how you did it. Prove them wrong. You've got this. If you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working for it. Follow your dreams. They know the way. Keep believing in yourself. You may see me struggle, but you will never see me quit. Don't ever give up. Don't let I love this one. Don't let small minds convince you that your dreams are too big. And this is what I want to show you right here. So if you guys recall the kitchen that I'm about to move into in 12 days, it is so incredibly similar to the kitchen that I put on my vision board 2 years ago. The only difference is right here where they have the double oven is my fridge. So you have the fridge with the cabinets and then, almost, y'all, like almost identical. It's crazy how identical it is. From the island to the 2 little lights right there. I can't remember if I have recessed lighting in my kitchen or not, but I have a window right there. Like, y'all, this is like bone-chilling, inducing, what is this? A bone-chilling, inducing story. Like, let me tell you the story about this house, and I'm actually needing to make this another video. The story of this house is, when I looked at it, I was like, it's out of my budget. I'm not even going to do it. So I started looking at houses that were more safe for me to go to. And there was something that kept pulling me to this house. I called the guy on the number, you know, the sign and everything. And I was like, hey, I want to come view the house. I want to come view it tomorrow. And he was like, okay, cool. We set up a time. I called him that morning. I said, look, something came up. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm working all next week, but I'll see if I can squeeze some time. And if so, I'll call you and I'll let you know. So with that being said, I talked myself out of it. I was like, I'm just wasting his time if I go into that house. Like, you're crazy if you think that you can rent that house. Like, you're crazy if you think they're gonna even give you a chance to apply for that home. Like, you're crazy. Just the whole self-doubt came up in me. And I kept looking at houses, and something in me just kept being drawn to this house. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to call the guy again and see if I can make an appointment for tomorrow. So I call him and he's like, no, sorry, I can't show it to you until next Sunday. So I'm like, okay. So I have like over a week before I'm going to see this house. And I just start remembering things. Like how I remember 2 years ago, I drove in that neighborhood and I told my kids, I said, one day we are going to live in this neighborhood. And I went on the street that I'm going to be living on, and I told them there was an open house. There was a sign that said open house. We went up to the house. It wasn't open. There was no one there, so it wasn't an open house. And I told them, I said, this is going to be our house one day. And I looked at them and I said, if it's not this house, it's going to be a house on this street. And when I remembered that story, I was like, oh my gosh, like, maybe this is my house, okay? Then the Friday before this Sunday that I was going to go look at it came, something just told me, go look at your vision board. Because I had taken all my stuff down off my walls in my bedroom, and so it was behind my dresser. So I pull it out, and I look at the kitchen, and I kind of did a double take, and I was like, wait a minute. And so I opened my phone, and I started looking at the kitchen picture of the house online, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was literally in shock, and I was like, that is like damn near identical. Like, even the island is even like the same size. The color of the floor, like, y'all, crazy. I had also a picture of the outside of a house right here, and I looked at that and I was like, because it is almost identical to the outside of the house that I'm going to be moving into. So when I saw that, I was like, this is my house.
Hey, Editing Jill here. So I wanted to pop up both pictures side by side so you can actually like see them up on the screen. So the picture on the left is the kitchen that I'm going, like, of the house that I'm going to be moving into. The picture on the right is the picture of the kitchen that I have on my vision board. So as you can see, the picture on the left, my house, right, vision board. There are obviously differences, but I mean, I was like counting the cabinets. I'm like, there's almost even the identical amount of cabinets. You have the double ovens on the right side, which is my vision board. And then if you look at my kitchen, it has like there's a fridge there now, but it has like the fridge with the cabinets above it, and then you have the two cabinets, then you have the microwave with the two cabinets above it, then you have the corner cabinets, then you go to the sink with the window, and then you have the cabinet above the, what's it called? What's that thing called? Dishwasher. In my kitchen, you have that one additional extra cabinet and drawer, but oh my gosh, it is so almost identical. Like, it's crazy. When I saw this, I was like, this is meant to be. Obviously, it's not 100% like identical, but it's pretty darn near close that there is just no way that this house was not meant to be mine and that God was not in this. It's just, this is not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence that 2 years ago, I put this kitchen that I just randomly found a picture of online, and I said, oh my gosh, I love that kitchen. And I put it on my vision board. And every time I wanted to give up, I would look at that kitchen, I would look at the outside of that house, and I would look at everything else on my vision board, and it would just inspire me to keep working hard for everything that I wanted. I mean, you have the two pendant lights, you have the island. This is just one of those stories that goes to show that if you put it out into the universe and believe that God is going to bless you with this, it doesn't have to be like my story where the kitchens are almost identical and the outside of the house is almost identical. But there's so many stories, and it even states in the Bible, like, believe the words that you're saying, and they're going to come true. So you have to put out into the world what you want to get back. And I don't know. It's just crazy. I just wanted to show you the kitchens up close because it was a little difficult to see it. And then, like, if you guys didn't see the kitchen video, and even if you did, to go back, to try to envision it, I just wanted to put the kitchens up together. So I'm going to get back to the video.
Like, literally, when I went on that Sunday to go look at that house, there was not a doubt in my body, in my bones, like nothing in me told me, you're not going to get this house. I went in there with so much confidence. I went in there, I viewed it. I was like, I want this house. What can I do to make it mine? And we started talking about income. We started talking about rental history. We started talking about, when do you want to move in here? Then we started talking about, like, all the things that you need to talk about. And this man basically told me right then and there, this house is yours. If you want it, it's yours. And I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, like, I have people coming to look at it this afternoon, but I will send you the rental application. Go ahead, fill it out, pay the application fee, and I'll get to starting on your lease. And I was like, it's that simple? Like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. So then I went and I told him, I said, you would probably not believe this, but 2 years ago, I made a vision board, and that kitchen right there is on my vision board. I said the outside of this house is on my vision board. that just goes to show that I'm telling you, if I had given up, and y'all, there were so many times that I wanted to give up. I would call my friends crying, why am I doing this? Like, I've gained 10 subscribers in a month. What am I even doing this for? Like, I put up videos and I barely get 1,500 views. Yeah, I have like 20 something thousand subscribers, but my views are like 15,000 on a video. Like, I would like cry and cry and cry like so many times because I was just like, what am I doing this for? And so many times I wanted to give up and just throw in the towel and be like, F this, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I'm just gonna settle for a stupid office job and just know what everyone wants me to do anyways, and just go and do the safe route and know that I'll never get what's on that vision board. I didn't think I was gonna cry. Know that I'll never get what's on that vision board on my own, because it's never going to be possible for me at an office job. I'm not going to be enthusiastic to go to one. I'm not going to want to really level up in an office or a corporate position. It's just, it's never been me. It's never been who I am. I went into the office industry because that's what I was forced to do, and ever since then I have gone and I've worked in offices, and I've always hated working for someone else and making someone else rich. And I've worked for some great companies, I really truly have, but YouTube has offered me opportunities that I could only dream of, and I don't know what my future holds, but I really truly feel like it is an incredible future that I'm just gonna keep working really hard for. And I just cannot believe that, like, I did this. Like, I did this on my own, and I've worked for this. And no, I would not get these blessings if it weren't for God, and that I know. But I think some people are just completely misunderstood and misunderstand me if they think that God's not in this 100%. Because I already know God is the one who wouldn't let me give up, because every time I tried, he would always send someone my way to be like, just be patient. You've got this, girl. You're amazing. You're this, you're that, you're this. Keep going. That wasn't just coincidence that happened. Sometimes it would be, I would be having a crappy day because I'm like, why even bother? Why even bother? And a friend would just call me out of the blue and be like, I watched your video today. It was really amazing, Jill. Like, you are just such a hard worker. You're like the most hardworking woman I know. And these are coming from corporate America working moms who, like, amazing women who I know, and I'm like, I look at them and I'm like, you work so much. And they're like, no, you work so much. And so it's just, for me to have been even given this opportunity, I'm incredibly grateful for. And I just want this video and this story of mine to be an inspiration to people all over the world. I'm telling you, if you have a passion and you have this fire in your soul that you know and you know and you know that you are meant to do something, you go and you do that. I have said so many times to so many people, I would rather struggle financially the rest of my life and do something that I love than go to an office job, loathing my job, hating it every single day, just so I can have a paycheck and maybe be a little bit more successful than I am, like, you know, like had been on YouTube in previous years. I have worked my butt off. And for me to be able to sit here and say, in this home, I never once asked for a handout. I never once received a handout. I never once asked for someone to pay my rent. I never asked anyone to help me pay my rent. I went through every single struggle, and I figured out ways, and I did what I could, and I sold clothes, and I went and delivered flowers sometimes, and I did what I had to do. And I'm just telling you, if you have a dream, go after that dream. Like this says right here, don't let small minds convince you that your dreams are too big. Don't let small minds convince you that your dreams are too big. Do you know that on here I have an Escalade. Do you think that there's a doubt in my mind that one day, hopefully this year, I'm going to be driving an Escalade? There's not a doubt in my mind. I am going to drive an Escalade. I'm going to own a pair of red bottom shoes. I'm going to own this Chanel bag. I've always wanted a Chanel bag like that. This was kind of like a dream, but that's like next status dream when I purchase a home. But there's so many things on here, like 100,000. I know I'm going to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I want to travel this year. I want to travel with my babies this summer. My kids are growing up, and pretty soon they're going to be like, Mom, I don't want, like, I want to go spend time with my friends. They're already getting to that point. So I want to, like, soak up all the time that I can with them and just treasure them, because y'all, it's over for me once my son gets a girlfriend. y'all boy moms know what I'm talking about when they meet the woman of their dreams or start dating. It's like you are no longer the only woman in their lives, and it's like, I'm not ready for that. I'm so not ready for that, but I know it's coming, and it's coming sooner than I probably want to think about, you know? And so our babies are only with us for a short amount of time, and then they go off, and then they live their lives, and you have to be happy with your life, and you have to be content with what you're doing. And I would hate for anyone to, now I'm not saying like you have an office job, you're like, oh, I'm just going to quit my job and just see, like, God's going to bless me too. Like, no, you can't do that. You have to have a plan, and you have to, like, plan things out. And I will go into this in another video, because this video is getting entirely too long. But I just want to encourage you guys to just go after your dreams. Don't let anyone or anything stop you. I am a living, walking testimony that dreams do come true. You just cannot give up, and you have to work. You just have to work and work and work and work. Sometimes it'll take 5 years. Sometimes it takes 10 years. If you ever want to give up on something, think about this. Gwen Stefani, if you don't know her, look her up, because where have you been? You're under a rock. She, and no doubt, 1995, 96, they became huge. Overnight successes. Guess what? They were a band for 10 years, struggling like crazy before they made it big. And look at where Gwen Stefani is now. Could you imagine where she would be right now if she had quit and didn't go those 10 years of struggling before she made it big? Lizzo, I believe she was homeless, living in her car, hardly had any money in her bank for 8 years, worked and worked and worked and followed her dream and went after her passion and didn't let anyone let her stop. Steve Harvey, I watched a video about him, and his story is so inspirational. There are so many people with the, Steve Harvey was on the verge of giving up. He was like, I'm done. And God was like, no, you're not. Like, I'm going to show you, like, this is what you're supposed to do. And I'm telling you, if you have that passion, just go after it. I don't care what it is. Follow your heart, follow your dreams. They eventually will come true. And this is not the end for me. Like, this is just the beginning. This vision board was just the starting. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys saw that last vlog, my house hunting vlog, house number 1, the one with the screened-in porch and the fireplace and the beautiful yard, y'all, that is dream house number 2, like, for real. And that's something along those lines is going to go on another vision board, because you best believe I'm going to make me another vision board. With that, my battery is screaming at me because it's overheating. I'm going to let you guys go. I love you guys so incredibly much. I hope that you have an amazing day. I hope that this video was so inspiring for you guys and just showed you that dreams do come true. And I cannot wait to go on this journey with you guys and decorate this home and live in this home and make it a home with my babies, and just see where this channel is going to go and grow. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're new here, and share this video. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.